Welcome back to another video. So, if you read my little update, yeah, there's like a huge fire a few blocks away. I don't know exactly what happened, but it was really, really awful, and a couple people's homes burned, so we weren't really sure if it was going to be put under control in enough time so that, we didn't have to evacuate. And yeah, and our power went out because it burned an electric pole, and it was crazy. So yeah, all that happened before I was able to make my voiceover, which I was going to make in the morning, and I thought I would have time, but yeah, things did not go how I expected. So yeah, it was really crazy. I'm really glad that they got it under control and we got power back and stuff. I only say that we got power because our grid covers a lot of stuff, including a lot of stuff kind of in the sticks over here. So yeah, and it's really nice not to lose all of your freezer stuff. So yeah. Anyway, what I'm doing here is just sketching. I was very much in my head that day. I wasn't going to have time to do too many things, as I often do not. And I knew I was going to have to work the next day. So I was really just trying to get something made for you guys. And I'm one of those annoying people that if I know I have something to do the next day, my focus is shot for most of the day. Annoyingly, I have really nice days where that doesn't happen even if I know that I need to do something the next day, and it's amazing. So yeah. And then most of the day, even when we got the power back, my dad came home early and he kind of listens to the TV at 4,000. So right now I'm just hoping that the air conditioner drowns that out because we have swamp coolers. And I'm just going to try to make this voiceover anyway so that I can still keep my streak of making a video every Tuesday again for another year. This will be my second year if I can just do it. And reminding myself that if I would build some sort of buffer, these types of things wouldn't be a problem because it would have already been scheduled, and yeah, wouldn't be an issue. So yeah, bad cleaver. Yeah, so I was drawing some fish people. I don't know if I said that already, but most of these end up being aquatic in some way or another. I watched a Waffles video, and she was showing some old art and redoing it, and she ended up making this pretty adorable character, and it immediately made me want to draw fish people, which if you have been around for a while, you know I really enjoy drawing creatures, and one of my main themes seems to be aquatic creatures. They're just fun. And bug people. Bug people are amazing. And, honestly, if I studied animals a little bit more again, I'm sure I would get more into those types of creatures as well, which would be so much fun. In fact, there's like parts in the comic, just like with the Headville and stuff, where knowing some animal anatomy would be really helpful, and it was kind of my plan to study it even more. So yeah, I don't know. One of these days, if I ever have time again in my life to do anything. Yeah, speaking of the comic, I've just been feeling so guilty that I haven't really been able to work on it. And I need to work on this sticker. And I think my friend said that she was going to see if I would do a couple more. I wasn't in the room when she was talking about it, and I think she forgot because she was with her children's, and they're lovely and they're very lively. So I'm sure she just forgot, so I probably need to shoot her a message and see what else I need to make and how many more stickers I need to design for the pack that we were collaborating on. And yeah, then I'll have more to do. So yeah, not doing good on the comic right now. Very disappointed in myself for that, because I know that I could probably push it a little bit more and just make it happen, but yeah. Usually when I'm doing one of these voiceovers, I'm always surprised by how quickly the time can pass. but right now it feels so slow. I think I'm just trying to speak really quickly because it feels like it's been a rush all day and I feel like I need to match pace somehow. But yeah, it's been wild. And then I didn't get hardly any sleep. Um, our poor corgi is terrified of thunder. There was a long time ago, well, not a long time ago, it was like last year, I think, and he was sitting by the door and there was a huge flash of lightning and it scared him really, really bad. And he let out a scream I've never heard from an animal before. It was really, really terrifying. And he lost his voice for a while. He lost his bark. And every time he did, it tried to do it, it sounded really squeaky and shrill. And it took him a very, very long time to get it back. And ever since then, he has been terrified of thunder. So, yeah, there was a tiny storm last night. Not where the fire came from, by the way. Um, Luckily, it was short lived, but it scared the crap out of him. And he ran to our parents' room and then came back to us. And my sister had to go get her tomato plant because it's just a little starter and I don't think it could survive a storm. Luckily, it's not like we got super heavy rain, also, unfortunately, because we need it. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy when something like, a fire happens and you think about all the things that you could potentially lose. The first thing that really came to mind was all my books that I don't even have here with me. I would be inconsolable if I lost my books. It's ridiculous, but a lot of them I've had for years and years and years. So, yeah, that was a big thing. I mean, obviously, when you're not talking about the most important things, which is obviously living creatures and important paperwork and all that jazz. But, yeah. And I've already had like mad anxiety about fires since I was a little kid. I think because the property that we live on right now used to be my granny's. She lived here. And when I was really, really little, I can't even tell you what age I was. I just know I was very small. Her house burnt down and everyone was just standing there watching it happen. We couldn't do anything. My siblings and my cousins were all sitting inside a car and I was just sitting there watching the house burn. And I think that that's stuck with me. And it's not the only house fire that I've heard of, or, a house that I was very familiar with burned. It's definitely happened a few times. My aunt was staying in a place, it used to be where their grandparents lived back in the day, and she was in the house that they had built on the property, and I don't know what happened. I don't know what started the fire at all, but it was just her and I think he was 2 at the time. I can't remember, but her very young son were there by themselves, and yeah, the house was on fire. She woke up. She had to grab him up and walk miles barefoot. Miles barefoot to get him and herself to safety. The car she had there, I don't think she could like get the keys or something. I don't remember. Again, this was such a long time ago. Her son is, how old is he now? 27, I think. And yeah, her car was melted. It was so melty. So yeah, been a lot of that. So I was definitely trying to think of what I needed to grab, and it was crazy. We're very close to the end here. I was drawing all these kind of stiff poses, and I thought I would just draw this little creature, and yeah, kind of similar to her kind of creature that she drew, Waffles, but not exact. We have, to me, very different styles, I think, and I think she's significantly more fluid than I am. So, there's one more. I hope I don't pick up too much background noise in this because, again, my dad's watching TV at 3 billion%, and sometimes music is playing like some old Frank Sinatra, and I'm like, I really don't want to get a copyright strike. I really don't, but I also want to keep up on this, and I'll feel really bad if I can't do it. It's been bothering me. In fact, I was feeling a little grumpy because I hadn't been able to do it, but I thought maybe this will be my opportunity. Both of the dogs are outside, and hopefully the TV is not too loud, and I don't know, whatever noises come from the kitchen will just come from the kitchen. There's nothing I can do about it. So hopefully that's okay, and yeah, for anyone who read that, everyone's fine. I'm pretty sure no one was injured. There was a lot of little explosions and stuff, but everyone seems like they were fine. Anyway, that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought. I really appreciate you. Have a good day or night, and bye.